The integration model is an attempt to combine a Christian worldview with professional counseling in a way that is both effective for our clients but also ethical. The ACA Code of Ethics does not leave any room for us to impose our value system or our belief system on our clients. We always let the client lead with what their history is and what their experience is and what they want, because our job is to meet their needs. And a biblical worldview and doing professional counseling do not have to be mutually exclusive. And in fact, I think they very much can coexist peacefully. My personal view is that the Bible sets up guardrails for us, and it just so happens that those guardrails translate into a healthy lifestyle, and that's what we're encouraging our clients to have. So I take a holistic approach with my clients. I work with elementary school students, and I use all sorts of modalities and therapeutic interventions. I let the child lead. If I know that the child is from a family that is a Christian family and they would be okay with me talking to the child about their belief system, I clear that with them beforehand. And sometimes I do bring that into conversation with the child if I know that that child already has a foundation of church and a Christian belief system, so that I can use scripture to say, hey, wait a minute, you believe this. Why aren't you acting in this way? Why aren't you doing this? Why are you doing this if you believe this? So I do sometimes use it, but only in cases where it is appropriate. Like I said, the ACA Code of Ethics does not allow for professional counselors to impose their belief system on the client, nor should it. And strategies that I use to avoid imposing my belief system, basically my strategy is I keep busy with other all sorts of modalities and other interventions. So I use pet-assisted therapy, I use art therapy, I use play therapy, and CBT, I use yoga, I use deep breathing, TBRI, and we address emotions and where those emotions are coming from, and best practice for changing our way of thinking or changing our way of responding. And even though I may be still seeing through a biblical worldview filter or lens, I'm not imposing that on the client. Challenges to using a Christian integration model. You do have to be very careful, because it's easy to cross that line of what is and isn't ethical. And if a child or a person has been abused by a religious figure, or if religion has been used as a method of abusing a person, like you're the devil's child, you're going to go to hell if you think that way. There are lots of examples, but you do have to be careful that you're not triggering your client. I love the point that Simmons makes, that by just touching one life, we're actually having a ripple effect and touching the lives of every generation that comes after our client. I love that idea, because I am working with young children and sometimes with sibling groups. So to think that as a professional, I am having a positive impact on my clients, and as a Christian, I'm having a positive impact on my fellow man is a real blessing.